Hello, we're going to look at geometric constraints today. That's activity 1.2.3. At this point, hopefully you've already opened Inventor and you're able to change your settings to conservative. You should have downloaded the assignment from Google Classroom. And just before we even get started in Inventor, some things that are helpful is that you also have this before and after picture that you're able to download from Google Classroom. So the assignment looks like this as you start, and then as you finish, it should look something like this. And I'll walk you through how to get these symbols, these icons, to go ahead and pop up on the screen. In addition, you do have notes that are helpful for our geometric constraints, and anytime you're on Inventor, they look something like this. There are the white pages in the beginning of your STEM folder. They're right after your vocabulary. Now, the important pages that are really helpful to you is the mouse buttons and also our geometric constraints. So these symbols here are very helpful. These are the commands that you're going to be doing in the activity. All right, so let's get started on Inventor. As you open this up, you should get something where it looks like this. And again, if you haven't already done so, check the eye in the sky. Make sure you hit your options and make sure that your hardware is set to conservative for your graphics. So make sure it's there on conservative, you're able to hit close, and now we should be able to get started. So in order to get working on this, we could go ahead, we could either double click on the sketch one, or we could go ahead, we could right click and hit edit. Either way, it does the same thing if you double click or you right click. Now you notice that it becomes green. Now as it's really small, this is where the mouse is helpful. You're able to zoom in and out with the wheel. I could also double click on the wheel and it'll center things. So here it is, I have everything active as they're green. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on those symbols so I see them on the screen. When I say symbols, I'm referring to the things that we saw here, like on our finished, where you see these different symbols. And you should note that these symbols match up to our notes, what you have in here. So to do that, we could right click anywhere on their sketch, and we're going to go to this one that's called Show All Constraints. So once I click that, you'll notice some things come up, and you'll notice that two symbols came up right here and right here. So each of these is a problem. So this one says make perpendicular. So that's only one thing that I need to do. So I need to find which one's perpendicular. So you could double check on your notes which one's perpendicular. I know it's a symbol that looks like that. So I could go back to Inventor and I try to find that symbol. And you have a lot to look at. You're going to look in this area where it has your different constraints. And if you hover over them, you'll see that it comes up. And this one says perpendicular. And if you leave the mouse there long enough, sometimes it even shows you a little video. So I could select this one. And I'm trying to make the two things perpendicular. So I click there, and bam. It's now perpendicular. The little symbol came up. Next problem here, it says make all three lines parallel to one another. Okay, so I need to make sure I check to see which one is parallel. Now I can hover over. Oh, that one's equal, so it's not that one. Then I check here. This one says parallel. Good. So I could click on that one. This changes my symbol. I could click on my lines, and they'll become parallel. Not so bad. Now as we get to number 3, this is where they get a little bit more advanced. So I'm going to zoom in. So this one says dimension number 3 to 2 inches. So this is being the circle diameter to 2 inches. And then it says fix circles 1 and 2, make 3 tangent to 1 and 2. So whoa, this one's asking me to do several things. So the first thing it says is this dim. Now you might be confused, rightfully so. If you look at your notes, you do not find anything for dim. But in the same section, we will find this word dimension, and that's what this DIM refers to. So I could click on my dimension, and it says that number 3. Now I don't want to click on the little dot, but I actually want to click on the big circle. I click on it one time, I move over, and you will see that this the number comes up, I click a second time, and I'm able to edit it. And now I just need to type in, I wanted it to be 2 inches. So I type in 2, I could hit enter, or I hit the green check, and bam, that one just got really big to 2 inches. Next step, it says to fix circles 1 and 2. So fix. As you could go ahead and find what that is. Fix is this lock key. So I go ahead and I get this. I click on that. Click on my circle as number 1. You see the lock come up. I click on number 2 as well. I see the lock come up. And then I need to make this circle 3 tangent to 1 and 2. So I try to find my tangent, which is here. And then I could click my circle, make a tangent there, and then same thing, do my 2, tangent there, and voila. So once you have all these done, I walked you through 3 of them, you'll be able to go ahead and finish the sketch. And when you have that finished, make sure you do the eye in the sky. Make sure you choose a save as. And when you do this, be careful. You want to make sure that you click and you find your name. Now, as I am at home creating this, I don't have my network, but you as a student will have something with your first initial and last name generally. It's the same thing you log into the computers. All right. Hopefully that was helpful and you enjoyed listening to my voice as much as I enjoyed recording it. Thank you.